We're hearing from Winston-Salem Police Chief Katrina Thompson about the protests that have been happening continuously in the city. We've heard from protesters calling for racial equality and their list of demands, including dropping charges against them for protesting in the street. Our Talitha Vickers goes one-on-one with the chief, who explained why that won't happen on her end.
What is your stance when it comes to protesters?
I was energized by seeing members of our community come out and stand up for some things that they truly believe in.
So energized that Winston-Salem Police Chief Thompson initially walked alongside protesters at one point during nearly 6 weeks of organized marches through downtown.
I've experienced in the past racism and injustice, but you know what? In our world, we're taught that this is the expectation and you have to learn how to live within it. So for our folks to now say, we're not tolerating this anymore. And I'm talking Black people, white people, Hispanic, Asian, we're having all people, older and younger people that are out protesting. I thoroughly support that. Always have and always will.
But what she won't tolerate is this. WXII 12 shared video of a group of protesters surrounding a vehicle after the driver allegedly tried to run over a group of protesters.
So in that moment, what I saw was what could have happened. And here's what went through my mind. Number one, a protester could have easily been run over by the driver of the SUV. Not good. Number two, the protesters could have just been so outraged by their thought of the driver possibly running over a protester that they decided we're going to snatch them all out of the vehicle and assault them, much like what we saw in the early 90s in California happen to Reginald Denny. Not good. Or number three, the driver and the occupants inside of the vehicle could have said, we feel attacked as we're being surrounded here. And then they started attacking with physical violence or even worse, a weapon, the protesters. Not good.
Chief Thompson says with safety a priority, since this incident happened, protesters were warned, given citations, and then charged after disobeying the law by walking in the street. Protesters want those charges dropped.
You also mentioned something about the releasing of charges or dropping of charges. First off, let me make that clear. I do not have the authority to drop charges. But here's what I'll tell you. If we're really saying that this is what we believe in as protesters, and we know the rules from day one, and we make the conscious decision to be civilly disobedient, which clearly that has been done, and they've admitted that they were acts of civil disobedience. Again, that's the decision that's made. Then you hold your charge, right? You think about our civil rights giants of the 60s, Martin Luther King, Congressman John Lewis, Ralph Abernathy. When Rosa Parks made the decision not to give up her seat, knowing what the law was at the time, she got arrested. She went to jail. She didn't ask anybody to drop her charges. She paid her fine, and then she went on. That's what leadership is.
Chief Thompson says at the beginning of protests, they were given routes from organizers to work hand in hand with police to help keep everyone safe. But what about the officers seen here not following safety mandates of wearing a mask, and even the driver seen without a tag in this controversial video?
It was not long after I started seeing our officers arresting protesters wearing the masks, and our officers not, that I made the decision that all WSPD employees will wear masks when they're in public, whether they're interacting with protesters or not, that we would wear masks, because that, to me, is part of preservation of life, which should always be our ultimate goal.
So that's been addressed with the officers who were not wearing the masks?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And then as it pertains to letting the SUV driver ride on the road without a tag, if you looked at the video and you look at it carefully, you will see where a protester went up to that SUV and snatched the tag off the back of the vehicle. that too has been addressed. Sometimes I have to make decisions that obviously aren't popular, but I'm not in this for popularity. I'm in it to make sure our community remains as safe as I can possibly make them.
And that was our Talitha Vickers reporting.